Hello and welcome to another episode of Making a Difference here at the Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Cindy Ashton, and today I am overwhelmed because we have such a phenomenal guest. His name is Gennady Polonsky, and he lives in Ukraine. And he is doing remarkable work at helping on the ground floor to help these people with his company, sendlovetoUkraine.org. Hello, Gennady, and welcome.
Hello, Cindy.
I'm going to try not to cry because I've met you through my speaking manager, Lee Hayes, and I've donated a couple of times to your charity. And what's really struck me is just seeing it from the inside, all the videos of you showing yourself at the border, showing those children on the floor and showing the mother who gave birth to triplets. Tell us what motivates you, being a professor and everything else you do in your business, to say, I'm going to take the time to help everybody. Tell us what motivates that.
Well, you're absolutely right. I've never done charity before. I was giving, money like everybody else who was compassionate for 5-10 minutes, and then was doing, my life, going with my life. And when the war started, 24th of February, and war with Ukraine, so Russia invaded Ukraine that particular day, and first thought is that I have to take my family out and go out of the country. And then my wife is Ukrainian, and we live in Uzhgorod. It's the western side of Ukraine, so-called safe haven. She said, no, we're staying, and I have two small daughters. But she decided to stay, and I decided to stay. I supported her. And what I saw during this, especially first 2 months, was unimaginable. It's surreal. It's like, I don't know, Tarantino's movie, or it's something like World War II scenery, when evacuation trains were coming from all over the country, from east of the country, from south of the country, full of people, sometimes with just shirts on their backs, tired, exhausted. These evacuation trains were coming without lights because they were afraid of Russian bombardment. And these people arriving 12, 15,000 a day, mostly women and children. And I thought, that is insane. I thought, I have to do something. And I started like thinking what I can do. And then I thought, I have good friends. I was doing some management consultancy work and speaking work, and I know some big names in the speaking industry. And I thought, I'll set up a fund. And I did. And I did it in like 2 days' time, really. It was like all the bureaucracy seems to be like silly. And I've done it. And then we started to asking for donations. I've never asked for any money in my life, apart from mortgage from the bank. And here I felt like it's not for me, it's for those kids. And I wouldn't be surprised if I can break down and start crying myself, because I know these shelters in Uzhgorod, I know these kids. We made a film interviewing them. It's a 5-minute film. If you go into my site, sendlovetoUkraine.org, then you will see this movie.
SendlovetoUkraine.org. Yeah.
Yes. And that's what it started. And then I set up Resilience Summit, and there are prominent speakers working for free. And then all money goes to the charity. And what I found, if I don't mind mentioning, and it's my psychology as well, when we have emotions and strong emotions, we cannot keep it for a long time. And those kids needs kid for a long time. So we kind of, the first, I just went to England, to London, and what I realized that the country which supports us, as well as the United States a lot, the general feeling is like fatigue a little bit. Oh, Ukraine, oh, it's ongoing, it's long lasting. And for me, it's like, well, yes, but, we have to do something. We have to help the country to win and save the children. And I'm not talking about politics here, but every day there is a child being killed. Every 2 seconds, can you imagine, every 2 seconds, there is a displaced child in Ukraine. So the child who lost his...
Yeah, we're down to our last 30 seconds. So Gennady, I'm trying really hard to hold back the tears, but I want to deeply thank you for all the amazing stuff that you are doing. It's so heartwarming and beautiful, and we will get this interview out. We will share the links, and for those, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you very much for letting me speak, and that's very important. And thank you for your kind donations. I know that you are very, very helpful and very compassionate. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. And for those of you watching, thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Making a Difference. If you would like to connect with Gennady and really be able to just support his mission, go to dailyadbrief.com and you'll see in the show notes links to him and ways to connect with him. And we will see you very soon on another episode of Making a Difference.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.